My name is Antoine. I flipped over 650 properties in the last decade, and they look like this, 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 this. So pretty much every single house was exactly the same and mostly in the Midwest. And now I kind of regret it. And I'm gonna share with you exactly why. So my whole journey started, my dad had 40,000 bucks. We bought a rental property in Memphis, Tennessee, and we bought this property, renovated it, rented it out, refinanced it, held it in the portfolio. We did this around 8 times in the first year of investing. And after that, we had kind of ran out of money, and we needed to sell some of this inventory in order to get enough capital to continue buying. So we had like 8 houses, we were making like $200-300 bucks a month per house. And I was like, hey, we need to sell some of this stuff. So I reached out to like every single person on my email list, and I started selling these houses to friends and family and just people I met at networking events. And I sold these properties, and then we were making good profits. So we would buy these houses for like 50 grand, renovate them for like 20 grand, all in for 70, sell them for 90, make $10,000 to $20,000 in profit, right? For a $10,000 to $20,000 investment. So it was a pretty good return on investment. Like we were doubling our money every single deal, which was pretty insane. 50 to 100% return on investment, which was pretty insane. So we just kept on doing that, and that scaled into a business which is called Martel Turnkey. And so that business eventually just bought houses, renovated them, rented them out, and then sold them. And then if it couldn't sell the property, it would just refinance those properties and hold them. If you want to check that out, you can go to martelturnkey.com to check that out. And so as I started selling these houses, the money was coming in crazily, right? We were doubling our money. We started raising private money to help buy more houses and do more inventory. And it turned into a real business, and the business was good. It just couldn't scale to where I wanted it to. I think it scaled up to around 50 houses in a single month is what we did at the max, at the height. It was making really good profit, like 50 houses times 10,000 bucks in profit is $500,000 a month in profit, right? Which is pretty good. And then we had all these employees we had to pay, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it was still a really good profit and a really good business. Now, looking back on this whole entire business 8 years later and doing 650 deals, I start to think about what would have happened if I just held these properties instead of flipped them. What would have happened if I just bought every single house, renovated it, rented it out, and refinanced it? Whereas like now I have multiple different businesses that pay me, that make money every single month, but I don't have a business that has consistent cash flow coming in. And that's one of the benefits of investing in real estate, is that you get this consistent cash flow. You get this money coming into your bank account every single month. So let's do some math over here. So 650 houses, $200 a month in cash flow would be around $13,000 a month in passive income every single month. And that would be great to have. You also have the appreciation, there's no taxes. So that's $13,000 to $15,000 coming in every single month tax-free, right? And then obviously that's gonna grow a portfolio. You have the appreciation, you can sell some assets, refinance them again. So there's tons of benefits of actually owning real estate. And so here I am in 2025, I flipped 650 houses. I started a software company showing other people how to do the same, which has been great. We've helped a ton of people, but I'm sitting here now saying like, shit, I should have held more properties. And so now I'm kind of thinking, what can I do to grow a portfolio so that I don't have to be in this situation again? Like I have a really good skill set. I have great teams on the ground. I know how to find deals, analyze deals. I know how to raise money, right? I know how to sell these assets. I know how to build a sales team, et cetera. I know how to do the right marketing to find these properties and tenants and all this kind of stuff. And so with that being said, I'm sitting here thinking like, what can I do and how can I go out there and raise more money? And so this leads me into thinking more about doing like a hedge fund model or raising money from accredited investors, non-accredited investors, and starting some sort of fund or model where I can go buy houses, renovate them, rent them out, and then either sell them or refinance them. So that's kind of my story. I know it's a short story, but that's been my kind of life for the last 10 years, buying these assets and flipping them because the return is just absolutely insane. But don't get caught in the trap of selling everything because it makes good money and makes good profit, and always chasing the ROI, because I have an insane ROI, but at the end of the day, holding these assets, and I know I'm still young, I'm still just in my 20s. So I have a lot of time to recoup, and I have a great skill set, and I have a lot of cash to be able to go out there and now buy the right asset class. But if you are just starting to invest, don't be like me, don't flip everything you own. And I think ever since I was like 7 years old, I've always bought and sold every single thing. I've never really held on to anything. So that's just part of my nature. And something I have to get better at is holding 10, 20, 30% of the things that I do want to sell and holding those for appreciation, holding those for cash flow, for the tax write-off, the tax advantage. So if you're out there looking to invest in real estate, don't be like me. You can still flip to make some money if you only have 20, 30 grand, flip to make some capital, but then please, for the love of God, hold. Final thing, if I had held some of these properties, like we used to invest in Memphis, Tennessee. We used to buy these houses for 30, 40,000 bucks. Those houses today are worth $170,000. So I would have made, without doing much work, just putting a tenant in place, holding it, I would have not only made the cash flow, I would have also gotten the insane appreciation because I'm really, really good at choosing the right market, choosing the right neighborhood within those markets to invest in that are going to appreciate, doing a high volume of deals within those zip codes. So if you have that skill set, please hold on to those houses for the love of God. And that is what I'm going to be doing moving forward. Stay tuned for more updates on that, on the real estate fund. We're in the process of getting more and more of the paperwork done there and doing more research and connecting with other folks. Thanks for watching the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below any real estate questions you have, and I'll make sure to answer them on the next video. See ya.